Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be about how practicing mindfulness can help with mental health. If you're new to our channel, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with our weekly videos on mental health related topics and helpful coping skills for you to apply in your own everyday lives. My name is Gabriel Arroyo and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist located in Southern California. So today's video is going to be about how practicing mindfulness can help with mental health. We've done a lot of previous videos on what mindfulness is and how to practice mindfulness, but we're going to go in a little bit more depth of how practicing mindfulness can help with your mental health. First, mindfulness is all about being present moment focused and being in the here and now. So what that's going to do for us is it's going to allow us to enjoy our moment to its fullest experience. The thing about mindfulness is it's just allowing us to be here and now, being fully aware of our thoughts, our feelings, and our experience. So that's ultimately going to allow us to fully enjoy what's going on here and now. Second, it's going to allow us to decrease anxiety. The thing about our mind is it's constantly moving forward, and that's something that we learn. In society, we are taught to multitask and to plan and think about this and that. But what that really does to us is that makes us start thinking about what ifs, and it starts creating anxiety-provoking thoughts. So what mindfulness will help us with is just being present moment focused versus thinking about all the what if scenarios. Now, I get a lot of questions about like, well, Gabe, should I plan? Should I plan for the future? Well, yeah, there's a difference between planning and then thinking about all the what ifs, right? I mean, I'm not a statistician and I can't think about all the probabilities of what could possibly happen, but I do know what's realistic for me to plan, as in this is gonna happen within the next few months. I need to start setting movement in order to accomplish my goal. Versus, well, what if I lose my job? Well, that's not a high probability. So what I tell my clients when we talk about mindfulness and thinking about those what ifs, I tell them to challenge what's the probability of that versus the possibility. Is it possible? Sure. Is it probable? Not very likely. So I want you to focus on being present moment and not thinking about all the what ifs and possibilities to decrease our anxiety and stress. And then the third thing is our mind naturally is going to associate memories and experiences to things we've already done. So our mind likes to do that. It doesn't like to create new data. So when we meet someone, when we're watching something, when we experience something, our mind is automatically going to go to, oh, this is very similar to X, Y, or Z. And then we're not really enjoying the present moment because we're automatically associating it to something from our past. Now, an example I've given in a previous video is enchiladas. I really enjoy enchiladas. It's one of my favorite foods, and my mom makes amazing enchiladas. So the difficulty for me is now my experience is kind of tainted because every time I eat an enchilada from somewhere else, I'm automatically judging it and comparing it to my mom's. Now, it's not to say that any other enchiladas are bad, but that's what my mind naturally does, is I automatically start thinking about my mom's because that's what I grew up with and that's what I enjoy eating. So I practice mindfulness to disconnect from those past experiences and just enjoy the present moment. And then fourth, mindfulness helps us to create a window of time. And now with this window of time, we're allowed a buffer to respond accordingly to the present moment. Once again, our mind is naturally going to go to those past thoughts or might think about the what ifs. So when we're experiencing something, we want to put ourselves essentially in check to see, am I experiencing the present moment or am I lumping something from the past or the future? Here's a great example that I practice with my family and with my significant other is when something happens and something bothers me or hurts my feelings, I take a minute to evaluate, am I hurt from other experiences or am I hurt from now? And that's really important because if you think about it, and analyze how you've responded to things. Are you responding to right here, right now, or are you responding from the past? I know for sure, like when I've gotten conflict with my family or even with my significant other, I've automatically remembered, oh, this is what a previous ex did, or this is what has hurt my feelings in the past. And now I'm responding with that hurt, anger, resentment from past experiences versus what's really going on right now. So something to be aware of with that window of opportunity. So once again, mindfulness is just about being present moment focused, right here, right now. So that way it's decreasing the thoughts of the future, those what ifs that create anxiety, and then the association of the past that could create conflict and depression. It's just about enjoying your present moment. An example that I use a lot with my clients that they tell me is really helpful is my dream is that I can't wait to become a father. Now, I'm a big Disney fan. I go to Disneyland very regularly. So my dream is once I'm a father to be able to take my family to Disneyland. I can't wait for that moment. So what I walk through is, let's pretend I'm in that moment now. I'm here, I've waited all my life for this. I'm walking down Main Street with my family. This is my dream. And now I'm starting to think about the cost, right? The cost of all this experience. I want my kids and my family to have everything they want. They want churros every 5 minutes. Let's do it. They want to go to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and do the princess makeover. Great, let's do it. And now I'm calculating, wow, this is like a $2,000 Disneyland vacation just in one day. And I started thinking about the what ifs of, oh, well, what if I don't have enough to do this? Or I wonder how much more I'm gonna have to work overtime to be able to afford this. And I started thinking about work now, and I'm starting to think about, okay, on Monday I have, this many clients. And now the question is, how much am I really enjoying that moment I've waited all my life for? And that's how mindfulness can help with mental health. And that's why it's so important to practice mindfulness. It's allowing us to be present moment, to fully enjoy those experiences, not bringing up the past and not thinking about the future, and providing a window of time to respond accordingly. Be sure to comment with any questions you might have of how to practice mindfulness and how it may help you, or even how you practice mindfulness. I love hearing other people's experiences and examples of how they practice mindfulness, so please drop a comment on that if you have it. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with our weekly videos on mental health related topics and helpful coping skills for you to apply in your own everyday lives. Thank you.